July's reading for 2026. So you know what to do. Come on in, flip and flop anytime you feel fit. Just go with the flow, right? We're going to get down today. I'm going to change it up a little and live on the edge. I got a couple pairs of dice here that I would like to incorporate to give someone a message for to start the reading. And then I will get into it. And I'm going to change it up all the way around, I think, a little bit today. So, yeah, I get tired of reading the same spread all the time. Or not the same spread, but the same, well, I don't know, whatever. We're living on the edge. All right, so knowing that I have these dice, if you are sensitive to sound or if you have headphones in, you might want to turn it down a little bit. It might get a little loud. Show me what I need to see for Gemini. What do we got for Gemini? Okay, a family member. Someone in the fam, right? Spark new romance. Maybe someone's going to meet somebody. And then we have, what does this say? While driving. This comes up a lot. A lot of people while driving are having messages delivered. And then we have tonight. So somebody you know in the family might meet somebody new, and you might find out about it tonight while you're driving. They're driving. I don't know, but that's for somebody. Okay, now we're going to see what signs you're dealing with this month, Gemini. Who are you dealing with? Possibly. We have Capricorns and Leo. Yeah, fire and earth. All right, I'll show you. Try not to, with the glare and all. I didn't think of that when I bought them. I should have, because I had a choice. But I thought they were pretty, but not when you can't read them, Anywho, that's what we're starting with, Gemini. All right, we're going to start with this deck today. And we're going to use this deck twice. So we're going to get at least 10 cards, or whatever I feel pulled to. Anywho, go with the flow. Right? Show me what I need to see. Spirit, universe, Gemini, sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node. If you have Gemini in your chart anywhere, there should be a message in here somewhere for you. First one on the table when I get a bunch. Public announcement or newsworthy. Okay. Something about that, present to past. Past to present. Public announcement, newsworthy. Oh, okay. Abandonment issues. This is in your present. Somebody you know, or maybe you, right? Somebody want attention out there or something. They're missing somebody, or they were left. I don't know. It's going to play out differently for every one of you. Show me what I need to see. Could there be neglect involved and codependencies with this abandonment issue? I wonder. Sheep. Yeah, going with the herd, can't make up their own mind. Something about that. Somebody needs to think for themselves. Sheep, they could be NPCs. Somebody might have some sheep. I don't know yet. Well, you would know, right? Old books. All right. Ancient knowledge, maybe. Learning, studying, maybe investigating, looking things up. I don't know. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework column. Maybe you're going to find an old book. I'm not sure how that's going to play out. It's interesting. I don't know if I've ever gotten that card. There's a lot of cards in here I've never gotten, but not yet. Well, like that public announcement newsworthy card. I forgot I even had that in here, you know? Something about old books, though, is I don't know if it's a challenge. Is it a fear of somebody's? I don't know. Come on, show me. All right. Whoops. Even after everything they did to you, you kept your integrity. All right, so you've come far with this shit. You've raised above your caring energy, your integrity. You kept it, Gemini. Okay, even after everything they've done. And that, my friends, is a superpower. I'll tell you right now, it's a superpower. I gotta shut this fan off. You know? So some of you are Jedis out there, you know? Yeah. Okay. Come on in, Jedi. You deserve a seat. You deserve a seat. Oh, yeah, I was going to do this twice. See, I was in my, you know, the norm. Coven or cult? Public announcement, newsworthy. I'm feeling, you know, kind of a positive thing here, newsworthy public announcement with coven or cult or about that or something. But I'm really not sure yet because coven or cults, technically, usually in this case, you know, are dark. So, of some sort, you know, we'll find out what level of darkness we're talking about. However, somebody could be codependent, abandonment issues, missing somebody. Yeah, blackmail, abandonment issues. Are they blackmailing somebody because of their issues? Is this a them problem or a you problem? But blackmailing, I don't feel like it's my North Noders. It's a them problem because North Noders don't blackmail, right? The coven or cult could be blackmailing. And you're missing somebody. All right. I feel like we're getting somewhere. Tread lightly. Sheep. I feel like they need to tread lightly, but we can flip and flop that if we need to. Right now, laying low is probably a good idea because you've come far with this integrity. You know, after everything they've done, you still kept your integrity and your caring energy, and it's like you rose above somehow, or you stayed, you watched it. Hold on. Card down. Ow. Mental illness, old books, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. There's a lot of mental illness on this planet. This humanity needs to heal. And they're in the process. It's only just begun. Something about mental illness, maybe disorders even. Coven or cult. One more, please. Oops. All right, we'll take both. Spotlight. Are you in the spotlight, Gemini? Is somebody in this? Somebody. You can flip and flop. Coven or cult. Well, look, public announcement, newsworthy, spotlight. All right, the coven's in the spotlight, or this cult. That's what I feel. Now we are getting somewhere. You could be the star of a show, or the show, ominous. Something's ominous. This was an extra even. You're feeling ominous? Maybe they are. Things are very, you know, it's like I am feeling like a fog, you know, like looking into the, and that ominous kind of, yeah, shit's happening. That's why. That's what it is. That's what it is. I'll just say it. Yeah, the light is returning to Earth, and it's scaring the shit out of the dark. And they're buckling down, and it's being seen and recognized and exposed, and it's big time. Hi, everybody. Popping in and out. Wisdom is mine. No? What? No. know what? Psychopath, great. Abusive, conniving, and unpredictable. Yeah, nice card, huh? Public announcement, newsworthy, coven or cult. You've been dealing with this for a while. You've kept your head high. Family, blood ties, inner circle. You're missing somebody in your family, right? Somebody's blackmailing somebody right now or something like that. That's, you know. What's the no, wisdom? I'm curious, hon. Then we have established, settled, secure, and wealthy. Sheep tread lightly. Somebody's doing good, right? That's a Ferrari, I believe, or something. Doesn't, you can't really tell, but you get the idea. Somebody's a sheep, an NPC, maybe. Somebody needs to be careful, and I'm not really sure it's my North Noder out there. I feel like it's a psychopath underneath it all. Exhausted, burned out, burdened, or empty. Exhausted from this mental illness. Yeah, the psychopath. You're exhausted. You need to rest. My new motto, I'm putting it out there all over the place. Warriors never die. They just rest. See? In spirit, I mean, angels, actual angels, are warriors. They don't fuck around, actually. You know, they're very balanced in their light and dark side, and should they have to, an archangel will make, you know, play that out should they be pushed or what. They're not someone to fuck with. You know, if you have an archangel around that you pray to or meditate to or whatever, cool, because you want them on your side. I'll tell you that. Anywho, somebody's really beat. Old books, though. Is it like old news? Old newsworthy news? Is something getting old here because you're getting so tired of it? Excuse me. Clingy. Old exes, dead relationships, or old ways, abandonment issues. Yeah, somebody's missing somebody. But on the other hand, I am feeling the psychopath has something to do with the ex. So, yeah, somebody's ex or ex situationship, maybe. Show me. Still involved with the past. Cheating, secret affections, other love, psychopath. Somebody in this family still cares about someone. They're missing someone. In the family, you're still letting it bother you, still involved with the past. You're cheating on yourself, wasting your energy somehow. Hold on. Teasing, dangling partial truths, needing answers, shape-shifting. Yeah, people that go with the flow. They can get along with people over here and act this way. And then when they see somebody else, they can be a different person. You know, that's shape-shifting, right? So, and dangling partial truths and shit, that's lying, what it boils down to, right? Somebody needs to tread lightly. Are they teasing and laughing and poking and prodding, you know? I'm not doing personal readings. I'm doing a collective Gemini reading. If you would like a personal, you can get in touch with me. My description down below will show you how. Toxic, destructive relationship, manipulating and gaslighting, full-blown narcissist, psychopath. Mental illness. Wow, this person could have an attachment. It's starting to get pretty dark here. I'm getting some vibes. Very manipulating. I feel like it's very sneaky. Like it's very maybe calculated or something. Wow. One more. Thank you. Oops. Okay, I have this one. I'll take both. Demanding. Somebody's a diva, male or female out there, very demanding, high maintenance, must have, thinking that they're so much better than everybody else, Yeah, that snobby, whatever, possibly for some of you. Mm-hmm. Public image, worried about their appearances, can't relax, or conceited. Public image, public newsworthy announcements. Um, they're trying to make you look bad in public, and that is a psychopath, narcissistic. They want to humiliate, they want to do those rituals. Look at Hollywood and the files and all of that bullshit that's coming out, right? Humiliation rituals is a big deal. Laughing and, taunting, um, whatever that may be to you. All right, show me what I need to see. Whoops, Wheel of Fortune down. That's a big card to start with. It's not down, That's like really tough times. Like, oh boy, I'm getting a lot, so hold on. Nine of Swords. Three of Cups. 10 of Cups. Technically, the Wheel of Fortune down is, having a hard time, but it's also things didn't work out as it should have, or there was a change of something that maybe you didn't expect or what. But technically, I'm seeing that the psychopath and all the covenant cult, they are having a hard time, but they certainly are not going to let you know that. Right? They're causing those spells, the nightmarish situations with the family, right? You're missing somebody, right? And it's really draining you. You're exhausted, right? It's like they're vampiric, they're like sucking your energy, your thoughts, your sleep patterns, maybe, whatever the hell. That's a fucking vampire, man. Vampires are real. As fucked up as that sounds. Yeah. And people all right, so anywho, that was past present, judgment's here. I feel like you're calling judgment, or someone here is calling judgment. I need to move this on this covenant cult, right? Because of everything they've done in the past. They just refuse to change. They're going to probably stay there. This could be the awakening part as well, with the public announcements and putting it out there. Maybe somebody could be writing a book or putting it in the newspaper, or they're writing a book, an old book. Maybe it has to do with your book. I don't know how that's going to be, but somebody's calling judgment's here anyway. It's the times, baby, right? So yeah, the Three of Cups here crowning you for a couple weeks, is like gaiety, it's celebration. But here, sheep, teasing and established. On one hand, I am feeling like it's like a gang of them. There could be 3 people involved, even, or whatever. It doesn't matter how many, but yeah, I feel like they love doing this. It's like they're having fun at it, because this is like the Mad Hatter's Tea Party that goes round and round, So they're having fun. They're doing it over and over. They could be drinkers, Yeah, teasing, parking. I feel like the prodding and poking, like poking the bear. I went through that. My father used to do that to me my entire life. And I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned, an abuse survivor from this shit. It was actually demonic. And it was, yeah. So I get it. That's why I'm saying some of these people may have attachments. Not everybody out there. You should be able to figure it out, right? It is everything about the family. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. You're exhausted. I feel like you're depleted, you know? I really do. All right, now we have Seven of Wands down spotlight. Even after everything they've done to you, you've kept your integrity and your head high. You know, you didn't bow down to their or give in to their tactics or their manipulation or wrath, envy, hate. You know, you didn't give in. You kept on, kept on. All right. On the other hand, I feel like somebody has no defense with this toxicity because it's so clear, right? Now I have Eight of Pentacles here under the Nine of Wands. I mean, Nine of Swords. Strength. Yeah, working on your craft. You know, mastering your lessons. You've mastered your lessons. Some of you, well, it's going to depend on all of you because you're on different timelines, but I am picking up on a higher energy. Somebody out there, like maybe a tarot reader or a psychic medium. Somebody's mystic out there, Gemini. Somebody is. I don't have anything here to, we'll see if it comes out as validation, but I'm feeling it anyway. Anyway, yeah, this is about learning lessons with all this blackmail and bullshit. You know, this is a choice card. It's dead center in the reading. I can feel you, you know. Tread lightly, though, however, because if they are diabolical type energies that you're dealing with, like actual, you know, you don't really want to fuck around and find out. You want to let them fuck around and find out because it's not about this kitchen witch magic. It's about real magic and making it happen. But you have to pull your energy away, right? Somebody out there may need to do a cord cutting. It might help with the mental warfare, the spiritual warfare, the anxieties, the sleepless nights, the nail biting energies, like I've never been there before, right? I'm a very deep thinker because of everything that I have been through. You know, anywho, this is a choice. You might be going to a gathering, however, or something coming up, or maybe it's already happened for some, but whatever, this gathering, I feel, just be grounded. Be very grounded, right? Strength. I feel like you know that, you know. Somebody here is powerful. They're very strong and courageous to be going through this, you know, to deal with this with the family. I feel like somebody's on a mission. Somebody here is a starseed or a light worker. It's just coming through strong. Hi, everybody. Tapping in and out. 10 of Wands here. 7 of Wands down. Yeah. Breaking ancestral curses, right? Ancestral curses, you know, ancestral is obviously something that's been passed down through the ages. So it's a learned behavior. This narcissistic BS has been passed down generations, right? You're breaking it. Those wands and that burden wasn't even yours to carry. Put them fucking down. Every one of them. It's over. The 10. Somebody's clinging on to the old way. They need to take their energy back. 5 of Wands down. Yeah. Psychopath. Emperor reversed and the Sun. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. 5 of Wands down. Yeah, it's so fucking petty. Jesus. You're trying not to fight, you know? But, you know? Yeah. I just feel like it's been war, you know? It was war in the past. It's like, you know, you're exhausted. Totally out of control. Power hungry, maybe. Or maybe they are losing their authority or their ranking. I'm not sure how to say, but working on it, the nightmare. They're totally out of control. They're blackmailing. Yeah, I feel like they're out of control, but it's possible somebody's losing their, you know, status or quo. Because you know how important that is to a narcissist. And if they're a psychopath, it certainly could be exposure. It's all out. The sun's shining brightly for you. I feel like at this gathering, you might see someone or with an ex that you've been missing, but you might have to deal with the mom or dad to get the child or whatever that is to you, you know. You're being very strong and brave. Just stay grounded. Somebody's a demanding diva out there thinking that they are something else. If you could see what I see, it's just funny. These kinds of energies, you know, once you see, you can't unsee, you know, and once you recognize this in people, sometimes it is kind of funny because you just gotta laugh, man, at the lighter side of things, right? Because this does seem pretty deep, but shit people do, man. Like, why? You know, why? It happened a while ago. I really feel like there's three people, like a mom, dad, child, or whatever. Maybe there was betrayal with another you're all different, but I do feel possibly there's three or an odd number of people anyway, maybe 5, 7. 5, 7, 9. 3 of Wands. Whoops. King of Swords down. 3 of Wands. Yeah, you know they're big fat fucking liars. You know it's not going to change. They fell off their throne, see? Emperor down, King of Swords down. You know it. I feel like you're in the spotlight now. You know, things are very ominous feeling, but I feel like there's change coming. You're waiting on your harvest here, and it's coming. It's coming, yeah, fast even. 8 of Wands. Swift on your feet, you know? Thinking quick on your feet with this fucking psychopath. Because they're so conniving and deceitful that it's actually pathetic. And psychopaths have a characteristic that before they go out and do whatever they're going to do, you know, they practice it in the mirror first, which is really creepy. And they practice their expressions, they practice like different roles or something. I don't know. It's a mental illness, you know. It's diabolical, actually, in this case, you know, in a lot of cases. But yeah, very out of balance. It's so reckless. You know, I feel these people are like whacked, some of them, you know. Is the person this psychopath whacked? That's a true psychopath. Totally out of their minds, you know. I need a bunch here. Page of Pentacles. 2 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be coming into a meeting. Like some of you are going to be, you know, you probably have your child for the weekend or a week or the summer or something's coming. So that's good, right? But you have to go through dealing with them to do it or something like that. Somebody's teasing you, maybe triggering you, trying to piss you off. Stay grounded. So it's a nice day. There's a lot of people outside. So let's try and think of white noise. If it doesn't stop, I'll just shut my window. Page of Pentacles here is learning, right? Pages are children usually, and they're like learning. And even if it is an adult, because we're all somebody's child, so whoever I'm talking about, but this page is in the learning stage, right? They're studious, they're watching, they're taking it in. It's like that kind of, you know, and the nightmare of it all, that the psychopath is creating all these fucking spells, you know? Damn. Somebody's blackmailing somebody. And usually, unfortunately, it's all about the kids. And they're the ones that feel it the most. Isn't that the way? I'm sorry. Well, in a sense, I was there too back when I raised my 2 grandnephews for like 14, 15 years or whatever, on and off. And mostly on, but whatever. Yeah, it was very diabolical. Not the kids, of course, but they definitely yeah, it was too bad. It was tough times. But anyway, I do see a union or a reunion here, which is really beautiful. I love that. And that's crowning you, Gemini. You know, don't let them steal your light. You're worth a lot more than they are, you know. I might have said that wrong, but you get my drift. Show me, I need a bunch of cards, please. 3 of Cups again. Ding, 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 ding. Yep. There's a celebration of some sort, but there's also a Mad Hatter's Tea Party, for sure, around the home with this mental illness. Something's toxic AF. Yeah. Old books here, Hope, Fear, Challenge, and Homework. Maybe someone's going to write a book, or they have written a book. Show me. Judgment again. Ding, 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 ding. Wow. The Most High. When I get big cards out, like majors, twice or even 3 times, it's a biggie. They do not have any defense. They can't, if this has gone through court or anything, they can't even, come up. I don't know. Wow, somebody's in the spotlight right now. Public image. They're all worried about what they look like, and you might be too. But when it's all status and quo, what the fuck? Like, this is what's wrong with the world. 10 of Cups down. Ding, 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 ding. This one's down. That one's up. Judgment. Yeah. Through the family. Psychopath. Right over that. Wheel of Fortune down. I am so glad I'm not these people. This card, now there's several cards in my pagan deck here that are a little different than the rest of the tarot that I use. This is one of them. I take this as the Ace of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. And this one would be reversed. So we need to free ourselves and get out of that opportunity, that blackmail. We're working on it, right, Gemini? You're working on it. It's a flipping nightmare. It's out of control. You're completely exhausted. They're sucking you dry here. Show me, where are we going with this? I have Queen of Swords, fucking right, over the Lovers reversed. That could be you, male or female. Tread lightly. This Queen of Swords don't care, because Queen of Swords there's intellect behind her stance, right? She's in the right. She's in the truth. And can be very, off with their heads. Somebody needs to tread lightly. Maybe it's them after all. 9 of Wands on the teeter, on the downside. Want to free yourself, being strong, freeing you and your other partner here, your soul, the 2 of Cups, right? There's a celebration, but I don't know if you see it right now, or a lot of you don't. Show me, I need a bunch. I need a bunch. Hanged Man again. Ding, 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 ding. Yep. It's a sacrificial fucking energy, I'll tell you that. They are under judgment hard. There's a lot of spirit around this situation. Like your ancestors, your spirit guide, like there is a whole team watching everything right now. They don't miss a beat. And I'm not sure which archangel it is, but I think it might be Metatron, who is the archangel of keeping record, keeping score of all the things that we might forget, didn't see, didn't notice. That's the angel that you can't get through a lie. No flipping way. It's no, you know. So I feel like there's a lot of support around you. So if you're not, just know it, feel it, right? Anyway, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I definitely think it's about three people or what, but the war's over. That's what it's about. The war being over. You know, the Empress reversed and the Emperor reversed. Wow, very without lost a lot. It's not good for somebody with this Wheel of Fortune down and two judgments on the table and all. Wow, this is a really big reading for somebody out there. It could be, somebody could be really missing their kids or their mom or their somebody. And it's like I feel like root chakras are blocked all the way around. These people really need to get it together. It's very, very reckless. The sun is shining for you, though, however, and it's shining hard. There's a lot of sunflowers in that picture and a child. So, I feel like it's like just a matter of time if we are talking about somebody that's going to pick up their kids for the summer or the weekend or whatever it is. So you can place it, but Five of Swords down. Oh my God. Wow. Page of Swords down. Give me one more, please. What the fuck is wrong with this world? This is what's wrong with this world. I just answered my own question. What the fuck? Show me. What do you got for Gemini? Okay. I'm going to take them. I only needed one. I'm pretty sure that one was first. Queen of Wands down. Yeah, this is a Black Witch. Yggdrasil reversed and King of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, this is not wish fulfillment for this person. Somebody is in complete poverty, having it very, very hard. And I don't know who you can place it, but somebody is very without spirituality. And when I say we need to keep ourselves aligned, these people, when you don't have spirituality in your life, or if you don't believe in anything and you're like one of those atheists, I'll tell you, the atheists in this world, show me one that's having a good life, a good time, things that are easy. And, because that's what it is. If you're not aligned, which these people are not, and this King of Pentacles here in the masculine form reversed, whoever it is very stubborn. They're not going to change. The psychopath is earthbound, period. It is a very, very serious situation for somebody out there. I'm very sorry to say, the black witchcraft, the black ruining people's lives, it's like slander, what is the, scamming. I'm just, I'm getting all kinds of stuff. I need to get these energies off my table. For those of you who are in a higher rank or what, definitely stay protected. I know that you're protected in the other realms, but you do want to wear your salt, your obsidian. You want to do whatever you need to do. I know it's not emotionally fulfilling and you don't want to deal with it anymore. And that's what this is about. There is a lot of things happening. However, things are moving, right? Oh, here's the Queen of Pentacles. Very nurturing and caring. Dealing with it hard, but yeah. Excuse me. On the other hand, I'm going to give you an oracle. Butterfly and fragility. All right. Transformation, right? Butterflies. So, anywho, I opened right up to it. Don't forget to flip and flop should you need to. All right. Consumed by the torment of suffering, a long night, a dark night of the soul, life has lost its meaning, and you are left utterly broken. A rather delicate situation has you feeling exposed, tender, and fragile, and the outcome threatens to be tenuous. As the abyss of the great dark void stares back at you with only emptiness for an unwelcomed company, allow your spirits to lift as my dainty wings dance around you. I am here to remind you that to fully be alive, you must be willing to let go of the old parts of you die over and over again. As one who has walked through the darkness, you are now ready to emerge and be transformed into the light, to hold the energy of both dark and light in balance. Fly with me to embrace both the beauty and pain that life brings, however fleeting, and make the most of every fragile moment and feel fully alive. Mm. There's a side note here. Be gentle with yourself. It's okay to feel less than perfect. Take steps to heal and mend. Doesn't happen overnight. It's only when you look back to look at how far you've come, right? Look at all the things in life that you've already overcome that you thought at the time were going to kill you, and you came through. So you have to remember these things, right? You're a warrior, you're a Jedi, and you have superpowers. As the one who walked with the darkness, you are now ready to emerge and be transformed into the light. Okay, we read that. Be gentle with yourself. It's okay to feel, where am I? Butterflies indicate transformation, liberation, and creative inspiration for you. You are at the end of a cycle. New beginnings await. Time to be carefree and release any self-imposed restrictions that now make you feel cumbersome. Let it go. Regrets, guilt, shame, embarrassments, whatever the hell. Those are heavy burdens to carry, right? Let it go. This is the time. Okay, I'm going to give you a hidden wisdom oracle here. What am I on? 43. These do take reversals, so show me what I need to see. The Eagle King reverse. This is number 12 for those of you who care. Okay, right there. I'm going to show it to you upright, though. It's about the big picture and angelic help. Yeah, angelic, angels, right? Warriors are on your side. Know it. The Eagle King challenges you to see a higher purpose to events. Not everything is meant to come to pass according to your specifications. If you can't see the forest through the trees, for the trees, stand back for a while and let the Eagle King fly high on your behalf. Perhaps it's time to speak to someone who has objectively and an ability to see the bigger picture where you don't. Just remember that even when things don't go your way you expect, there is always a reason for the detour. Yeah, because believe it or not, something was divinely timed, and this may pertain to them or the whole situation or what, but yeah, I get it, because that's the Wheel of Fortune down is like, change of events that you were anticipating or something of the kind like that, so yeah. All right. I'll give you a couple of these. This is a very hard reading, you know, but it really, I feel like somebody was sent here, you know, for these times, during these times, you know, and if you are a light worker or starseed or a mystic of what, you probably know that you're here for a mission, you know, which means that you are strong enough because you wouldn't have taken this role in this lifetime, you know. You knew what you were getting into before you were born. So knowing that should give you even more strength to get through this fucking abusive, conniving, unpredictable psychopath. Treat your body well. Exercise, meditate, and massage. Yeah. Do something for you. Relax, you know. If you're able to get by water or something, maybe like a stream. I used to like that when I was going through it hard. Begin writing now. Create, express, inspire. Thank you, Spirit, for validating. I knew somebody was writing a book. And if you haven't, you should. Yeah. This is the time. I know, I say I'm going to start a book. I've got 1 page done, but the reason is I have a really hard time. I had so much trauma in my life at one point, especially, that there are things that I can't put in chronological order. So I have to find ways of writing it. You know, it's just working on my book. I need to do it again. I need to get back into it. But yeah, so some of you have written books, you know. Be an open channel. Some of you are mediums. I knew it. Ancestors and spirit. Yeah, you're talking with and they're talking with. They're there, I'm telling you. Listen. It's not just talk to. When you pray, you talk to God, right? When you meditate, you listen. And you need to do both, right? 2 more. We can move on. One, two. Okay. Put these there. Move your body. Dance, breathe, and flow. Yep. Treat your body good. Get out into the sun. Dance a little bit, you know. Put some joy into life, you know. Clear your mind. Be present, focus, and embrace. Absolutely. Stay grounded. Focus on things. Focus, but have fun. You know, somebody needs to go out and you know. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Yeah. So anyway, let me move on here. What else? I'm going to give you another animal totem oracle. Whoops. All right. Grizzly bear. Power. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strengths. I never give up and I will succeed. Damn straight. There's a lot of power in this reading. You have the power, my Jedis. You have the power. Your superpower. I know it sounds so fucked up, but we have superpowers, people. Dig it. Use it. That's what the FOA. You wouldn't be born with it if it wasn't natural. For God's sakes, I don't care what anybody says. You know? Oh my God, you're born with a pineal gland, but don't use it. Oh God. Yeah. Show me. Ace of Diamonds. Yeah, this is very sad, but you have an opportunity to avert the evil spell, right? There's an opportunity. So how that shows up, or maybe you're taking the opportunity, you're working on it, you're tired. Well, something I feel is coming here. Yeah, hand in hand, friendly disposition. Yeah. Um, yeah. Something about that. I'm trying to figure out, like, because it doesn't really, you must have like a partner in crime that really has your back, maybe, or something. And here's another ace of spades. Yeah. It warns you of these spells and verbal assaults. Whoops! I just dropped the whole deck. You know, and you have a chance to avert it. Stand in your truth. Oh, look, how cool! One of the best cards in this deck, the pig. It's a phenomenal omen of great luck and abundance. I love it. I love it. I'll take one more of these. Is that all the cards? So, Nine of Hearts. Yeah, symbol of riches. And when near, it indicates wealth by inheritance or trade. And it signifies a voyage, like a journey. You know, life is a journey. It's not a cliche. It's real. Everything is real. Everything we were taught that wasn't real is real. And everything that we thought is real is not. So, you know, trying to make sense of this stuff, right? It's because they made it that way. They didn't want people to find empowerment. Of course not. Of course not. These elites and Masons and Eastern Stars and whatever. You know? You know? All right. I gotta give you an eternal crystal. You might want to carry a piece of this. I was telling you about obsidian and salt, but we'll see what else comes out for you. Or maybe one of those will come out. I don't know. Hi there. Hi. Show me what I need to see. Hematite, mental strength, and it's about your root chakras. All right. This is a cool looking stone on the card. It's number 19 for those who care. Check it out. Don't forget to flip and flop should you need to. It's time for you to ground your energy. You need to recenter yourself to regain balance in your life. Take time today to care for your mental and physical health. When your physical body is healthy, your spirit is healthy, and everything comes into equilibrium. It's very important for you to have balance in your life, and you can achieve this by focusing on what is important to you. What do you like to do, and what brings you joy? Do something for you. Go dance, you know? Go dance. Dance your heart out. Where am I? What do you like to do? Yeah. Alleviate stress by consciously choosing to have more fun. Get creative and be active. Period. Think outside the box. Try different things and enjoy new experiences. If you have the tendency to overthink things at the moment, take a moment to relax and see if you can look at the situation from a different point of view. Once you decide on what you want to do, stand firm in your beliefs. Know that you are very powerful. Ding, 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 ding. You can use your positive energy to help heal and inspire others. Hematite is associated with your root chakra and is known as the stone of the mind. To help ground yourself, you may like to wear a hematite bracelet or have a hematite crystal in your pocket. And obsidian and some salt. I'm going to give you a rune and we'll close this out. A lot today. A lot of information here. I hope I am alleviating or helping in some way. Show me. Gemini. Gemini. Thank you. Aw, I love this card. It's the Two of Cups. See? But I love this card. Your heart, the heart that you hold is pure and deep. Be sure of the company that you carry and keep. Two of Cups. Side note, meditate on the Two of Cups tarot card. A potential for a new partnership lies ahead. Okay. Maybe you're the family member that's going to spark the new romance. I don't know how that's going to play out. Okay. Well, I will be thinking of you guys in the next couple of weeks. I'll tell you that. So be cool, be kind, be patient, and just be a good human. It will all work out. The truth will always prevail. You are a Jedi. You are superhuman. I don't give a shit what other people say. Just keep on keeping on. You can do this. You're here for a reason. And if I can do this, you can do this. Right? Be cool. I'll see you soon. Ciao.